Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is PompeyFX and you're welcome back to another Sunday weekly Forex Outlook. And before we get into the video, I'll first of all like to say a happy new month to everyone watching my channel, everyone who has been supporting me, who has been coming on here to see what I put out. I hope this month is a profitable one for us all. I also like to say I missed weekly outlook for last week Sunday. Um, I had a function to attend, and I thought I'll be able to go and come back, but I didn't. I wasn't able to do that. I came back very late, and I was super tired. So I'm sorry about that. Even today, I just came back from. I had quite a bit to do today, and yesterday I had to work. So I'm extremely tired, but I'm not making excuses. I can't, stay back to back without, putting out this weekly outlook. So here I am. I'm just going to power through um, this and, hopefully, get out everything that we need to, trade this coming week. Um, Before I go into the weekly outlook, I'm going to speak on, the last 2 weeks. I think, yeah, the upper week, the trade I took, and the trade I took last week as well. I took one trade last 2 weeks, and I took two trades this past week. So I'm going to try to break it down and try to make the video so that it's not too long, so you can watch the video and get all the information I'm trying to put out there. I feel like I've made this intro already long enough. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. So last I think 2 weeks ago, the only trade I took last upper week was a trade on Euro AED. Now, I must say I really hope this month, is better, because most of my trades last month, I'm not sure I took any bad trades last month, but something just kept happening. This the trade would go up, take me out, and go straight to my take profit, or I'll be in the trade. Once I put my stop loss to break even, the trade will come, tap me out, I'll break even and move all the way to my take profit. It was just crazy last month, but I know it's part of the trading game. I'm not sad about it. I'm not complaining. It's just like, I just hope this month gets better. So let's break down this trade. If you go over to the weekly time frame, you can see my premise for going short on Euro AED from the weekly time frame over here. If you look there was this strong area of resistance over here, and the market had put in this long wick candle to the upside and closed bearish. So from this weekly time frame, I could tell that this market was coming back to revisit these lows, because the weekly time frame is a very high time frame, and a candlestick pattern on the weekly time frame is very significant as compared to the lower time frames. Okay, so after I saw this long wick candle, I don't know if you can call this a shooting star or whatever it is you choose to call it. The name tag is not really what's important. Is what it does to the market. That's really what is important. This signifies that the buyers had pushed the market up to this point, and sellers has driven this price back down and closed underneath the support. So it showed me that there was a lot of sellers in this market, and there was a high probability that the market would come back down to this region. So you go over to the daily time frame, because you do not just take your decision based off the weekly time frame, and you see that the market puts in this. Let me use this part 2, left, head, and right shoulder. And the market had come and broken and closed below this level. And this was where I was at. If you look here, you can see Monday 19th of August. This was where I was at. The market pulled back into this level, and I went over to the 4-hour time frame as well. You can see also this sort of left head and right shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. The market broke below and came back to retest. This was where I executed on this trade on Thursday. As this market was pushing back up, I had my stop loss above these highs and my take profits at the 1 to 3. And the market came up, pushed and took me out. I went all the way down to my take profits. Yeah, so I was right on the direction. I was right on the structure and the direction, but the execution, probably my stop loss was a little bit too tight, I think. But this happens, man. You can't overanalyze everything. Everything is just not going to go the way you planned for it to go. It was a good trading setup. It was a good analysis. Um, the only thing I would say right now is, since there was a change of structure, I think this is like, that would be me going into too much details. But since there was a change of structure, it would have been better to have waited for a 1 hour candlestick formation in this region before entering. But that's neither here nor there. It was still a good setup. It was still a good entry. It just didn't work out. Okay. So this past week, I took two trades. I took a trade on card CHF. Took a trade on card CHF. Card CHF Card CHF had just refused to give me the money. I don't know. Just refused to give me money. The reason why I'm not pained or kind of like angry at these trades, or the reason is, um, I was disciplined enough to wait for everything I wanted to see before getting involved. So when the market does that and still takes you out, it happens. Card CHF, let's break it down from the weekly time frame. Excuse me. I see card CHF has been in a very strong downtrend. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. I'm back at this region. We'll go over to the daily time frame. Market came back to this area of previous support that could be turned to resistance, and the market did a high, low, higher high, lower low break of structure. Okay, break of structure. Now the market made a break of structure over here, pulled back and retested this level. This was where I missed this entry here. This was initially where I wanted to enter the trade. I missed this entry here. Then the market came on Tuesday and gave me a double top. One top, push down, second top, engulfing. This was where I entered the trade. And the market played around, put me into a little bit of profits, and I got out before the market stopped me. I got out at 30 pips, because I could see that the markets, I was actively managing the position, so I got out at 30 pips. But yeah, it wasn't a terrible trade. It wasn't a terrible trade at all. It's just one of them that didn't work out. The market probably wants to consolidate a bit more before finally breaking down, and just be here to track the market to see when it's ready to go down. Like I said, the break of this level, the retest, this could have easily dropped from here, but I think that the CHF is strong, or I don't really know what's going on with the fundamentals, and why the CHF pairs were really just lagging behind. I think the only CHF cross pair that really moved last week was Euro CHF, but CAD CHF was the one that I was able to get involved with, but it just didn't work out. Okay, so I took a loss on CAD CHF. I also took a trade on GBP AUD. GBP AUD. Now let's go over and see why I was interested in taking GBP AUD longs. GBP AUD, you can see that the market on the weekly time frame, the market put in this double bottom, broke out. Now, GBP AUD was a trade that I had. It was like a 50-50% trade, because if you look closely, you can see that when this market came up to this resistance, it rejected strongly and closed with a bearish engulfing back to this area of support. Okay, this is like an evening star formation. So there's a possibility that the market could either push down and keep going bearish. So this was a possibility and I knew, but if you look also at this area of support, you could see that the market was strongly rejecting this area. So there's also a probability that the market could have broken out and bounced from this level back to the upside, because as you can see, we put in a double top, push up. This is a retest of the neckline of the double top. Okay, now let's go back to the daily time frame so you see exactly why I was able to take the trade. On daily time frame, you can see when the market rejected the high, low, lower high, lower low, the market came and put in here a higher high, and it was retesting the neckline of this sort of double bottom that it formed here. Okay, it was retesting this neckline, and it's also rejected. I take you guys to the 4 hour time frame where I got my entry. On the 4 hour time frame, when it came back to this region, it put in one top, push up, one bottom, push up, second bottom engulfing, and I put my entry here, stop loss below, target above. This market as well played around for a couple of hours and push all the way to the downside. I was also able to manually manage this position, so I didn't get out at a 65 pip loss. I think I got out somewhere around before the close of this candle, somewhere at like a 45 pip loss. I got out here, so I was able to manage the losing positions pretty well. So yeah, like I said, the trades were not terrible trades. They were not bad trades. They were just trades that did not work out, and we are going to have those. Okay, so that's the major reason why I'm not beating myself, because I knew I was patient enough to wait for X, Y, and Z to happen, and I implemented where after I saw those things happen. The trades didn't just work out. Okay, so for this week, let's get into the trades for this week so the video doesn't get too long. First pair on my list is UNZD. I'm bearish on UNZD. If you look over here, you can see my network is pretty bad today. You can see UNZD is in like this sort of range, but it has come to this resistance, that's tested the resistance, that's rejected strongly, and it is melting all the way to the downside. Now I feel like USD is coming back down to visit the 1.74144 region, so I'm going to be looking on the lower time frames, i.e. the daily time frames, to wait for a pullback either to this region or possibly this resistance over here, to look for shorts to the downside, but I'm bearish on EUR NZD. Next pair on my list is USD CHF. USD CHF, I have been bearish on USD CHF. I looked for an opportunity to, I had this marked off last week. I was waiting for a retest of this level last week. I was waiting for, after the breakdown, I was waiting for a retest of this level to go short, but it never did that. So this week, the market has pulled back into this area of value over here. So I'm going to be monitoring USD CHF for for a chart pattern in this region to look for shorts to the downside. I'm bearish on USD CHF. Next pair on my list is actually Euro AUD. Now Euro AUD, I told you guys the week before last week I was stopped out before the market moved in my direction. But this week I am going to be still looking for shorts on Euro AUD. You can see this level is a pretty strong level of previous resistance, support, 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 and the market has broken down from this level. So I'm going to be waiting patiently for the market to pull back into this level and use it as resistance to the downside. Let's see, I see a little level over here. Okay, I'm going to be monitoring the market at this level, also at this level. So if the market gets here and gives me a reaction, I'll be looking for shorts. But I'm bearish on Euro AUD. GBP NZD, I'm also bearish on GBP NZD. You can see the market tried to bounce from this level multiple times. It tried here, pushed up, came back all the way down, came back here again, pushed up. It went even a much lower distance than it did the first time, and it has melted all the way to the downside. So structural wise, you can see this is a high, this is a low, this is a lower high, this is a potential lower low. So if the market comes back into this region and gives me entry confirmations, I'm looking for shorts to take this market to the downside. So I'm bearish on GBP NZD. AUD NZD, I'm also bearish on AUD NZD. The market has violated this support, and I'll be looking for the market to come back, retest it, and reject as resistance to look for opportunities to the downside. So I'm bearish on AUD NZD. Euro USD. Euro USD is a really sticky one because there's this level of previous resistance that could possibly be turned to support, but let's see how the month closed. Month closed near the highs, so I'm bullish on Euro USD. This week I'm just going to be waiting. This network is really terrible today. I'm not going to be waiting here on the 4-hour time frame to see the market's reaction at this level over here. If the market will give me a clean double bottom like so, I'll be looking for longs to the upside. If not, the market can decide to push down or push lower. I'm waiting at this level, this region over here, for the market to come in here and give us a chart pattern to look for opportunities to the upside. Next pair on my list, AUD JPY. Now, the cross pairs against the yen last week and last 2 weeks, I was looking for short opportunities. Not because I didn't see this strong rejection of this strong monthly level. And on the weekly time frame, you can also find out that this is a this was a pin bar. Let me go to the weekly time frame. That would signify that the market wants to head higher. Look at it over here. This strong level, this strong bullish hammer on this level, that signifies that this market wants to head higher. But on the daily time frame, the market structure was looking like it was hesitating at the previous resistance. So there was a high probability that this level would have been used as resistance to push this market to the downside. But the market never failed to cleanly violate this level and retest it. Right now, the market has used this area here as support. So what I'm going to be waiting for, in accordance to the weekly time frame, that strong bullish hammer I showed you guys, wait for this market to break above here, clean break and close above, wait for a retest of this level, and look for opportunities to the upside. So I'm bullish on AUD JPY. UEP JPY is basically the same thing. The market came here, ranged for a bit, never took out this low. Let's use this low now as support. So I'm going to wait for the market to break, clean break and close above, retest, longs to the upside. NZD USD, I'm bullish on NZD USD. This market has been a strong uptrend, a very strong uptrend. Now the market has broken above this level of strong resistance. So what I'm going to be waiting for is the market to pull back into this level, give us rejections before looking for buyers to the upside. Eurocard, I'm actually bearish on Eurocard. Eurocard came in and put in here a strong double top, yeah. So this is one top, push down, second top, push, break and close below. So I'm actually going to wait for a retest of this level on the 4-hour and lower time frame, then rejection to take this market to the downside. NZD card, I'm actually bullish on NZD card. NZD card has taken out this level of previous resistance. So I'm going to wait for the market to pull back into this level to use it as support. So I think those are all the pairs for the FX analysis. Let's look at the indices pairs that and see if there's anything there. The indices is bullish, but the structure has just not been cleanly formed yet. You can see the strong weekly hammer. The daily price action has pushed and broke and closed above this previous lower high, but this market now has pushed below this support. So we're going to be waiting to see if the market could gain back this level, push back above this, probably do a little bit of a pullback to retest this level before looking for longs to the upside. S&P 500, same thing. This is not the cleanest, but the market has finally broken back above this level. We tested it. This market is heading back to the highs at 5,663.90. As the market gets here, you choose to either continue in its trend, break, retest, push up, or you could choose to break down and give us shorting opportunities to the downside. US oil, I'm not really interested in US oil now, it just looks messy. So I'm going to skip this one. US 30, It's not the cleanest on the lower time frames. It's very clean on the weekly time frame, but on the lower time frames, it's not the cleanest. And I need to see a good structure point on the daily time frame before I start looking for, you know, opportunities on the lower time frames. On the daily time frame, this has just been like sort of like a V-shaped recovery. Push down, got here, push up, breaking back above this level. So it's not really the best pair for me. I'm not really going to be paying attention to the US 30, at least until it begins to show better price action. And lastly, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin. 2 weeks ago, I said after this rejection candle over here, I was expecting Bitcoin to push up and possibly push back into the 70k level. Now, if you look closely, you can clearly see that Bitcoin has been in this sort of range, this sort of dirty range, and Bitcoin has finally broken back into the range. So, two things could happen this week. You will either have a push up, taking out the highs of this consolidation, pull back before looking for opportunities to the upside, or this market could break this level, retest it, and head back all the way down to the downside. So Bitcoin is not really at the best level to be trading right now. I'll be waiting for clearer confirmations. The market rejected this level, but it didn't quite get to the resistance, and it has pushed back all the way down, showing that there are a lot of sellers also in this market. So I'm just going to be taking our time monitoring the market, stalking the market to see when the market shift happens, and so we can be able to utilize the strategy to take advantage of the shift. So guys, that'll be all for today, guys. And don't forget, on Monday is there's a holiday in the US, so the market is pretty much going to be dead on Monday. So if you can, I would advise do not trade tomorrow. Wait until Tuesday. Wait until there's more volatility and volume in the market, then before you can begin to start taking your trades the way you normally do. So guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Share the video with your trader friends and family, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.